Chase the leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dire Bear Adventuring Company and the Foundations of Adalar, episode 30. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We've been doing this for 30 Mondays. Can you believe that? We haven't missed a Monday. Wednesdays? Nah. Oh, I forgot I still have a flower in my hair.
You look beautiful,
in my
Cap.
hair. I still have a flower in my hair.
Gorgeous.
We've been doing this for... No, I'm not taking it out. We've been doing this for 30 Mondays. Can you believe that? Last episode, they found a mad mage who wanted a crystal, a particular crystal, in fact, one that belonged to Lucky, that guy over there. Maybe that one in particular, we don't know. Maybe one that would just seem to be similar to that one. Either way, a battle ensued. Some of them got very close to the edge of unconsciousness. However, I believe the entirety of the party made it out. Despite being confused at one point in time, attempted to be silenced, although that doesn't really work when you cast Fist. Thank you, Monk. There we go. Now they're taking a rest because what awaits them further below in the castle and in the last two towers, we're not sure yet. But I'm sure that it'll all be revealed as we dive into episode 30 of Foundations of Adalar. Reminder that this is the 30th episode, so we are going to be doing a game giveaway tonight. Our game, if you've been paying attention today, is Tales of Berseria, a JRPG that is actually like really highly rated as an emotional trip. 8 out of 8, let's say 8.8 out of 10 on IGN and some other sites. It's got 9 out of 10. So yeah, it's looking really good. So Tales of Berseria, need to hang on at the end of the show. We'll be giving that away. So again, keep that in mind. I'll be pimping that out throughout the night. In the meantime, I do want to thank we have a full crew tonight with us. Maddie, who is playing as Callista, even though I still want to say Annalise every once in a while. We have Jack, who is playing Yennefer. Press F, everyone. We have respects for Annalise. We have Steve, who is playing Gillet, the intrepid monk. Chief, playing Arneth, our lovely ranger. And Ryan, who is playing some guy named Lucky, and he lives up to his damn name. We just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. And without further ado, let's go ahead and begin this night's episode. Real quick reminder. While we do try to keep this for everyone, sometimes the content can get a bit off the rails, so viewer discretion is extremely advised. And yes, I have a flower, and it is fabulous.
I have no idea what you're talking about regarding the viewer discretion.
Also, my shirt says
ass.
Dungeon Master in like 1980s, like
Nice.
the 1980s garb,
That retro font. Love
the
it.
retro font. It's got the big castle and the die on there.
Yeah.
So tonight I am the Dungeon Master. All right. 2 doors stand on either side of this large way. You have a walkway that leads directly out across to the tower that you can see, where they pan out to the other 2 large towers. You can choose which one to go through. Hang on just one second here. Let me pull up my map of the walls again. So the walkways go south, and then there's a central kind of parapet area. And then one kind of goes southwest, and then there's another walkway that goes southwest, and the other walkway goes due east. If you remember, he said that he is trapped within a tower. So if you remember that, the king mentioned that he is trapped within the tower. He being, of course, who? Anyone?
Balthazar.
Yeah, no.
Joe Rogan.
What's that? I heard somebody say it.
I said Joe Rogan.
No, it is not Joe Rogan. Listen, Joe Rogan.
Is that close?
Not even.
In
Anybody
spirit,
else?
maybe.
Seth Rogen.
Ugdrathar.
Seth Rogen. Yeah.
Ugdrathar. All right. Were you all taking a short rest while you waited out the damage from the minor beating that was taken at the hands of the mage?
I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
Sure about that.
Yep.
You're not even in roll 20, so I don't understand how you could be fine.
Yeah. You're so not fine right now.
I have ceased to exist.
Um,
Probably in somebody's list, but
I mean, do we want to take a short rest or do we want to do a long rest?
I
Sleep it
would
off.
like a long rest. I think that might be the best course of action.
Mhm.
All right. Long rest, everybody. We're sleeping in the old man's room.
Yeah,
Well,
you know
it's
that
that or
has
the
a
one I
giant lock?
incinerated.
Or the one where you blew up the poor little dragon.
I don't know what's happening in my roll 20 here. I can't get on it.
Did you turn it off and again?
Roll 20. The way you look at me. The stars in your eye.
Am I turning it
Calm
off?
down. It just doesn't. It's not that into you. It only sees you as a friend.
I don't think I can turn it on then.
Oh,
It's just not that into you.
Oh
just
dear.
not
Story of my life.
Oh, side note,
Okay.
the guy who wrote that whole bit, he's actually really funny. His stuff is really. I can't remember his name right now, but he's a funny guy.
All right.
Well, I'm pretty fucked up, so I'm down for a long rest.
Yeah, let's just cuddle and rest for the night.
I mean, yeah, let's take another nap within a football field of a demon. That's fine.
I
mean,
mean,
what's the
we're
worst that
gonna
could
die
happen?
anyway, so at least we can be well rested. Okay.
Yeah.
So within
Cap, you cut
Yeah.
out for us.
So many technical difficulties.
Uh,
None of them were on my end for the first time in weeks.
Yeah.
God.
Cap.
Nobody wants to die. True.
I lost audio for everybody, so
Heck,
Well, we lost you too.
well, I'm back now.
I had to go
So-
back.
Taking a nap, like you said, a football field's length from a demon. That's what we're doing.
I vote yes.
Yeah.
I love danger.
No, long
That's
rest.
the worst that could happen. I
What is
agree
the
with
worst that could really happen?
Ryan.
You tell me. I have no idea. All right. Who is keeping watch?
Not me.
I'll do.
And I will also do it.
Just two, or do you want to keep multiple watches?
I'm fine with two.
Okay. So Yenfear will take first watch then, and Arna taking second watch.
See.
Perfect. All right. Yenfear,
Fear.
you sit for the evening. Other than the occasional wind that blows through some of the open windows, the drafty castle walls, it seems to be quiet. Doesn't seem to be anything happening. Nothing seems to be going on.
Do I hear any ghosts and or horny boys?
Give me a perception check.
Gotta look out for those horny boys.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to figure out what that was supposed to be a euphemism for.
Demons.
Oh, porn.
Horny boys.
Gotcha.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
a
was not
degenerate.
I was not there at all. I did not go on that trip with you, and I apologize. Because it seemed
So
like it was a lot of fun.
disappointed.
Okay.
Or carriedlings, I suppose.
That's also
No. Matter of fact, you do not hear any ghostly noises. Ghosts, goblins. You hear none of those.
nice.
end of your shift, your watch. Arneth is walking over towards you. Arneth, you were sound
Nothing to
asleep.
report.
Yeah.
Arneth, you are sound asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yenfir, Arneth makes his way over to you and sits down beside you.
What? You want to try that again?
Asks you how the night went. Did you notice anything? Was it quiet?
No, nothing to report.
Okay. Oh, you look tired. You should get some rest. Gives you a pat on the back.
I'll go. I'm very suspicious. Out of character. This is uncomfortable.
In character, you don't know.
No fucking clue.
No clue. So you go ahead and turn in for the night, or turn in for yours, which is basically your 4 hours of meditation that you need.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Stop. I hate this.
Praetor comfortable.
I'm so sweaty already.
That's the thing it is now. Praetor comfortable. I like
Ah.
it. Arneth, your internal clock goes off. You awaken, and Yenfir is sound asleep. The door to the room is open.
And we definitely didn't leave it open.
Take a quick assessment. You see Callista is sacked out. Gillett is still quietly sitting but sleeping. Sitting up like against the shelf, like against a bookcase in the wall, like with his head thrown back but asleep.
Definitely snoring, by the way.
Lucky is not in the room.
Okay, I will get up and head towards the door since I've noticed that Lucky is not in the room.
All right.
Maybe he just went to go take a leak.
You see, he's just peeing off the balcony.
Just as long as it's not in one of those suits of armor, man.
Yeah, don't piss on the suit of armor.
You go out and you look out into the hallway, and you can see a figure staring out of one of the doors. Tall, lanky, dressed in black. The white from the pale skin poking through here and there. Seems to be Lucky.
Why are you up? I thought you were supposed to be sleeping or whatever.
Lucky, you are asleep. As you ask the figure in the hall, it turns its face to look at you. Something out there. It's not right. I'm worried. I don't think it's bad enough to get the others, but I think you and I should definitely check it out.
All right, I'll go over.
Bitch, don't go in there.
Suddenly a horror movie. I'll go over and I want to look out the window to
Okay.
see what he's trying to.
As you get closer, I would like for you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
What are you, me?
Okay.
Apparently.
You look out the window and you can see the steep rise of the dark stone from that almost obsidian-like rock that surrounds this place like some ancient lost crown. You see the sky above you, dark with stars cast across it. The courtyard below is dark. One single light shines through the west tower. Sorry, the east tower. Sorry. The east tower, there's one single light that's on there, and you can see, just faintly, you feel breath on your neck and ear, not warm breath, but a cold, commanding breath, as it tells you, you should jump.
And I have to listen to it.
Yeah.
Oh
Kinda
God,
do.
no.
Do I have my full health back, or am I
Yeah,
still?
you do.
Okay.
No, you're at full health.
Oh boy.
All right.
Here we go. This is how it happens.
Yenfear, I would like for you to give me a perception check. With well, no, you're in meditation. You're not. Not with a roar, but with a.
No!
The sound of a gourd hitting cobblestone. Just. Something is troubling your mind ever since you left Arneth and went to your meditation. Something was distressing your brain. Something nagging at the back of it. You can't quite put your finger on it. You don't know what it is. You open your eyes and look, and Arneth isn't there. Lucky's asleep. Gillet's asleep. Callista's asleep. But Arneth is not where they were, at their post.
I'm going to gate.
Say again?
He's not the type to leave just for no reason. Just leave the rest of the group. Well, I mean, I guess he is, but not as far as I know. So I'm gonna
Not
invest.
as far as you know. Okay, so you rise up to investigate. Give me another perception check, please. The door to the room stands open, and just beyond it, you hear hushed voices.
Voices.
Yeah, voices.
I'm immediately suspicious. I'll creep out of. I'll try to.
You watch as this emaciated form. It's humanoid in that it is bipedal and it has long arms that seem to unfold naturally. It has long bony protrusions wrapped in skin on either side of Arneth's shoulder. A face that has no nose, it has skin stretched across it. No hair, so to speak of, and tall, pointed ears as it leans forward and you hear the words, "You should jump."
Fuck all of that.
Lets go and turns and looks at you with these lidless eyes that burn with embers of ghastly green color. Sharp, jagged teeth fill a mouth with no lips. They just look at you, festering and fetid and yellow. I need you to give me a wisdom save. Since you are elf, you have advantage on this. A blast comes into your mind telling you to bend to its will and listen to its commands. Your elven heritage help you to shake it off, knowing that you are very resistant to being charmed or even put to sleep. As you bare your teeth and look at this creature, this horrible thing that stands close to 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrifying, first of all. Second of all, how far am I from the rest of
So you're at the door to the room. So go ahead and move yourself there. Arneth would be at the first set of double doors. So you're probably only like 10 feet, maybe 15 at the most from where Arneth is, which you watch with horror as Arneth steps from the grasp of the creature out onto the walkway.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Guys,
Not this
wake
again!
up!
Not this again!
I need help right now.
Yeah, everyone, you're asleep, but go ahead and give me perception checks. No disadvantage because Yenfir is yelling at the top of his lungs. Okay.
You awake now.
Lucky you two.
Yeah, sorry, I had an extra window open on accident. Ew.
Ooh.
Well, good enough.
He's awake
You
twice.
all did a wonderful job there. You all definitely hear Yenfir yelling at the top of his lungs. Get up! I need help, guys!
There's a fucking creature out there, and
I would like Yenfir and Chief. I'd like Yenfir and Arneth to give me initiative rolls, please. Just the two of you.
okay.
Okay.
After you.
Quite literally. You hear the sounds of your friends screaming, but it's so distant, it's so far away, you can't even make out what they're saying. You know what you do need to do, though, right now.
Take the plunge.
Jump, bitch, jump!
Don't fucking do it.
Do
Don't
it,
do
you
it,
fall.
bitch.
All right, which side am I hopping off? Cat?
Hold on a second here. I will let you know in just a moment. I got things to read real quick. I know the maximum amount of falling damage you can take is 20d6.
Okay.
It's not that much.
Get
26,
good.
not that
Don't
much.
die. It's
But
never.
you do need to roll to regrow your kneecaps.
Is that a constitution?
Yeah.
Did I anti-grab one? Yeah.
Anti-grav model. Fucking hell. Ah, Jesus.
Hit the belt.
You can take it. I can take this fall. Okay.
Just swan dive and make that shit look impressive. If you're gonna go out with a flourish.
I was kidding about dying. Okay?
This will teach you not to joke about that kind of shit.
Okay. You step to the edge. Looking down over the edge of this, you don't see stone, you don't see anything else like that. You see a beautiful pond. On that pond sit lily pads with flowers growing in the middle of them. You can see reeds off in one edge. A couple of cypress trees with cypress knees sticking out. It reminds you of the beauty and the peace. And you remember when you were younger jumping from the bough of the tree into something like this before. You used to love to see how far out you could swing on the rope before you let go and splashed into the water. And There's something about it in the back of your head that says you shouldn't do this, but you've jumped from this into the water before. It's not that high. And before you realize what you're doing, you jump. I need you to go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, please. Okay. Okay. What is your current HP? Your maximum HP. You're at max right now.
Yeah, it's 79.
Okay. It doesn't kill you. That's good news. As you fall the 120 feet to the ground, your eyes open, the pond disappears, and you realize that the concrete is coming up at you. The cobblestone. You smash into the ground, your body cracking and breaking underneath you. You feel the blood and the explosion within. You take 45 points of damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Your body is twisted underneath you at an odd angle. Your legs may not be usable for a while. Yenfir, in horror, you watch as moments before you can get to him, Arneth smiles, says something about a pond, and then dives off of the edge.
That's so brutal.
I'm fucking traumatized.
I love it.
And you only thought I messed with your heads on Wednesday nights.
You fucking asshole! Oh my god. Okay. That's a long way down.
You know, some people take guns to the range and shoot them. I just drop characters off of the sides of walkways to 120 feet to the ground.
I'm real sweaty.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine.
Just don't
It'll be
jump
fine.
with me.
120 feet below you. This creature still stands between you and the door. It looks at you and smiles without lips, that mouth curling. It stretches out one of those long, bony hands, the fingers on the end of it, looking like a nightmare from Guillermo del Toro's brain, just streaking out towards you. You look tasty.
All of it.
How about no?
How about I'm okay. I'm panicked.
Don't panic. Don't panic. Breathe.
Okay, I'm going to
Inspire Arneth.
Yeah, a little late for that now.
Inspire Arneth.
You're doing
That was a 10, sweetie.
wow.
That form, though.
Awful.
It was the best part was the throwing open the arms and then catching all the cobblestone in just the chest.
Oof.
Like belly flopping onto concrete.
Oof.
I doubt the pond would have been much better.
The pond looked a lot closer than 120 feet. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I am gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll. Yeah. And it strikes right in the chest. Erupts around them. Go ahead and give me damage.
I'm going can I cast it at 3rd level?
Sure.
I'm very angry. Tiny
Big
Chihuahua
bolt,
barks.
You watch as it strikes the creature in the chest and the edges roll up like burned paper. Or like having a piece of parchment and lighting it, and you watch as it curls up. As it does, there's a hiss and a pop, and it disappears from your sight. A small little object, about that big, falls to the ground right where it was at.
Okay. I don't give a single fuck about that right now. There's literally nothing I can do.
Not from
I'm
where
just-
you are.
You can go over and look at it, whatever it was that fell down.
I think I have other priorities. I'll let somebody else handle that. I'm going to just use a free action and like cry a little.
Arnett,
Yeah.
have you ever had one of those dreams, Chief, where you're falling and you snap awake, right when you hit the ground?
Unfortunately.
You can go ahead and erase all that damage as you snap awake, lying in your lying in your bed.
Okay.
Your makeshift pallet. Everybody else is standing looking around at Yenfir, who was yelling out at the door and cast a spell. Looking down at the ground below you, Yenfir, there's no Arneth.
Going back to Rose.
Go back to my mama.
I love my mom! The adventure ends with them going, you know what? A brothel's a great place to get work.
Oh, God.
All right. What are you doing?
Arnett, Yennefer, why are you screaming?
You've only been asleep for maybe an hour.
What is going on?
You didn't...
I'm looking real shook right now.
You remember jumping. You remember talking to Lucky. You remember the pond. You remember all of it. But right when you would have hit the ground, you wake up.
So, you didn't...
I didn't what? Use your words, please. You're a bard.
Words are hard.
Jack, I'm sorry. I gotta call you.
You didn't see
You were a
Arneth.
dude.
You didn't see Arneth jump.
No, I've been sitting. Look, I woke up to you screaming that there's something wrong. I literally took 30 seconds to look over to make sure Gillet was getting up, and then I heard something about no, don't jump, and that's it. I don't know what you're talking about because is everybody there?
Yep.
Because if you just turn around, everybody's still in here.
That's impossible. I even looked. Arneth wasn't there.
Maybe you should look again. Maybe you should also unmute your microphone when you talk.
I'll move myself back.
There.
You
Is it showing? Am I showing up muted?
No.
Okay.
No, you're okay.
I'm having gain issues.
We dug too deep.
We really. There was this creature in the hallway. You didn't see it?
No, I've only seen you standing in the doorway.
Nobody saw it.
What is happening?
I need to know more than it to be seen. What is an it? What did you?
Well, if it's not one of us, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. It's tall. It looks creepy. It's skinny and naked and bald. I don't
My
know.
name
It's
is
like a
Lucky, and I'm
demon.
not bald.
Is it bad that I was about to make the exact same comment?
Cap, is the thing still on the ground?
Yes. Only one person saw it fall, though.
Okay.
Look, everybody is still here. Just come back in, close the door, and just go back to sleep.
No, it was right there.
I'm gonna look around for something within arm's reach, like a rock or something, like a pebble, maybe.
You're in a room. There's a book.
Oh, I'm gonna grab a book and throw it at Arneth.
A book is thrown at Arneth.
Okay.
It hits you.
See, she's there. Good night.
See
Enormous
Arneth is
dust
right
cloud.
there. Yeah, just paper rifles out of it. The binding snaps on it.
I'm going to pick up whatever.
Whatever it was that fell on the ground.
Yeah.
All right.
Callista is just gonna roll, like, kind of just go back to sleep. But instead of just, like, lying on the ground, she's just, without thinking about it, her head's going right in Gillet's lap, and she's going right back to sleep. Because it's a lot more comfortable than...
Bed?
I mean, we're assuming
Gillet,
that, like...
Gillet's still sleeping, like, against the shelf in the wall. Like, tucked into the corner of the shelf in the wall? Okay.
Her lap.
Yeah, Gillet's lap is my pillow
Callista's head appears.
This is a trend, I realize.
On your knee. All right.
I'm gonna get up and leave the room.
You're leaving the room. Where are you going to?
To Yenfear.
Okay. Yenfear, looking down at the item on the ground, it is, it's like a little gold charm, like part of a charm bracelet or a trinket. It's, like I said, it's about yay big. It's in the shape of like. Yes, I wrote this on purpose, but the kitschy little heart things that you get, like you give one half to somebody else, and it looks jagged like the broken part. It looks like that. It looks like a broken heart.
Yenfear, I don't know what that was, but I did jump. But here I am. It's like it was just a nightmare.
But how can that happen? If I know about it, I'm awake here.
I don't know. But I'm okay. That's all that matters. You're okay.
Give him a...
No.
Oh, let's bring it in. Okay.
I will accept the hug, yes.
Okay. I'm going to take...
Okay. You take the little trinket?
Mm-hmm. I don't want to wake up anybody anymore because they're already mad at me, so I'm just going to leave it.
Oh, you're leaving it on the ground?
No, I'm going to I'm not going to mention.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
I'm not going to mention it.
Oh, you're just taking it, but you're not going to mention it to anyone. Okay, gotcha. All right. You finished the last...
Before anything else happens, so we're still hugging. Arneth is going to say, listen, about the kiss, I wanted to apologize for that. I don't know if it was uncalled for or unwanted. I didn't know if we were going to make it through that, and I didn't want to have any regrets.
Out of character, I'm very... In character, I'm also very sweaty. You don't need to apologize. wasn't something that was fine. I'm glad to do it.
Why must you be having technical difficulties? Keep cutting in and out. I'm being cucked.
Son of a fucking fuck. All right.
Cucked by
So-
the audio.
So, can everybody hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay? All right.
Just
No
stick it right
apologies.
down your throat, Jack.
Yeah, just no apologies needed because probably terrible to everybody. Okay. Totally forgot what I was saying.
No apologies needed. Because
No apologies needed because you know, I'm glad you did it first, so I didn't.
I can't bug it. I'm into it.
Because I'm a little bit.
Well, Arnev is definitely relieved.
Are they in the room right now?
No.
No, they're outside.
We're
Damn
being
it.
gay outside of the room.
Your words, not mine. Words. All right.
I'm just gonna hug him a little tighter, and then we can go back into the room.
One of those. Oh, okay, thank you.
Great. Very
Back
secure.
pops.
All right. Your watch goes. The rest of your watch, your actual watch, goes without issue. Legit this time. I'm not crazy. You wake up, Arneth, legitimately.
Mhm.
No scary, strange-looking things. And Arneth, you take watch. Callista.
oh, I got volunteered for second watch, did I?
No,
Oh, okay. Yes,
you're resting comfortably on Gillet's knee.
I am.
Give me a perception check.
Oh boy.
This
Oh,
is
boy.
so stressful. I don't like.
You hear whispered tones, like people talking. You only catch the sibilance, but you swear you might have heard your own name in there. You hear Yenfir and Lucky talking. It's quiet tones. As though they're trying not to wake everyone, but they're trying to have a conversation. As you listen, the voices raise a bit. You feel Gillet shift beneath you. He doesn't move to get up. But you feel his hand like brush through your hair. And you hear a ugh as you kind of hear Lucky make a sound.
Sound.
Like a noise, like a sound of derision or disgust. That small lump in your throat kind of catches again as without realizing it, you're starting to listen to the conversation, trying to pick up the words. And you hear certain words. Disgust. That filth. How could he? Look at her. Peek open one eye and look. And you can see Yenfir and Lucky standing, looking down at your form. Their arms crossed. Judgment written on their elven faces.
I would never.
Bitch, you would.
Only if she was wearing a terrible outfit.
But she's not. Give me an insight check, please. Okay. you see the true look of horror on their face. That maybe all of the niceties and the good feelings that they've been trying to let off as a party, it's all a show. And this is how they really feel. That you are beneath them. That you're disgusting. Your blood muddied with that of a demon. You feel Gillet's hand once more kind of brush through your hair. And he whispers quietly, softly. You're pretty sure that you're only one that can. They're there. They're just jealous. You sleep. And you do. You fall back to sleep.
I was so fucking stressed as what is the truth, Cap?
Fuck.
You fall back to sleep, resting peacefully. Gillet, I'd like to say but it's not.
Oh.
As your rest is filled with every carnal image you can muster under the sun. It's uncomfortable in that you are in such close proximity to Callista. You find sweat breaking out on your upper lip and your brow. You shift where you are, afraid to wake her. But at the same time, you kind of think, would that be so bad? No. No. This isn't you. This isn't right. I'd like for you to give me an insight check.
Lovely.
Look at us.
Searching your own feelings, you know it to be true. Searching your own feelings. Maybe there's a part that it's real, maybe not, you don't know. Would you ever breach the subject? I mean, would you ever say that? You don't know, but man, these are some vivid dreams to the point where you can't sleep anymore. You're just you are afraid to close your eyes almost. Not afraid because of what you might see, but afraid of what you know you're going to see. And it's not disturbing, but it's
Everything you ever wanted.
It's kind of a lot, to be honest.
You're kind
understand that I have my lexicon is quite large, and I am at a loss for a way of saying this other than it is completely and utterly lustful. And you have a hard time, your mouth is dry. The muscles in your arms are tense for no reason. Your shoulders ache. You don't know if it's the position you're sleeping in or if it's just blood loss. You know what I'm saying? But you can't go back to sleep. You're not going to get any sleep anyways. You just kind of sit down and look at her, and you realize that her eyes flutter open for a second. And without even thinking about it, you just kind of absent-mindedly run your hand through her hair. And you just kind of do it one more time and say, there, go back to sleep. It's okay. And she does. She falls asleep. You take several ragged breaths as you stare across the room in the dark, your dark vision accustomed to anything. And you didn't notice it before, but you kind of see Yenfir and you see Lucky sitting beside one another across the room. Your dark vision, you can't really make out a lot of what they are, their expression, but you catch taunting teasing, like their eyes and their look and their expression is kind of like a "you dog" kind of thing. You know, like they're teasing you about your current choice and companion, even though you're just party members. Their face gives the implication of impropriety, even if there isn't. You can't really place your finger on when, but eventually you do find yourself falling back to sleep. And thankfully, the dreams aren't there. You don't remember anything else for the rest of the evening as you sleep. Lucky,
That's me.
because no one is safe.
Ah.
You're not in a room. You are not in this castle. I should say you're not in this room. You're not in this castle. You are in a room. It's square. It's deep underground from what you know. Walls separated into some makeshift halls and rooms. A set of stairs leading up. And you see in there a throne made of gold coin heaped and piled. Gold candelabras, unlit, sit amongst them. Chests, coffers, mounds of gold, silver, electrum, platinum. Full bars. You see all manner of treasure filling the corner of this room. It laps at your feet like the waves of the ocean, making a soft shing sound as you watch them undulate in and out, like the rolling and crashing of a wave. It stops. Sitting on the throne, I say throne in that it is shaped like something. You see a well-dressed figure. He has olive skin, olive-ish colored skin, and black hair that sits perfectly coiffed on his head. He strikes a handsome figure. Narrow face, a little bit angular. Nose is a bit long and straight and to a point. He has a goatee that sits around here. Like the Van Dyke. You know, that cut. Well dressed in a doublet of blue and green, white sleeves peering out from underneath it, a cravat around his neck. Tight leather pants and boots that go up about mid-calf and fold over. He crosses one foot over the other, and you can see a basket-hilted rapier on his side. A beautifully ornate thing. And he looks at you and he says, "So, you have come to take my place. My treasure, if you would."
Probably mostly just the treasure. I don't know about the place.
But my friend, you see the treasure, not the power that comes with it. Don't you understand? Most everything in this world can be bought with gold. All one needs to do is to simply take what they want and buy
Man,
what
I
they
wish
can.
you were around when my other friends were around. You're speaking my language.
But of course. But what do you need of friends? Especially those friends who call themselves friend, but deny you what you want. With this much treasure, and he spreads his hands, and it's like watching gold pour from his hands like water as the coins drop across there. You could purchase whatever you want. New friends. Better friends.
Oh,
Tell me you do not long for power. Now, especially since the power that you once had is absent from you.
How do you know that?
I know many things. I know that it is dwindling. The power that you once had, it seems to be disappearing from your body. It leaves you, doesn't it? And it leaves you with an ache.
I'll be fine. I'll find my own way.
Of course you will. With that newfound friend of yours with the gear. Trust me, my friend. There's more than you know. And he stands from the chair, puts his hand on the rapier hilt, and strides towards you. His feet don't make a sound as he glides over the coin.
Am I
Stands
still
before
lying
you.
down?
No, you're standing. You're standing in the room. You were standing the whole time. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. You're standing the whole time. He comes right to the edge of the shore where the gold meets the stone, and he stops and he looks down at it and he says, "It is truly sad. The man of your cunning is stymied by the company that he keeps. Imagine what you could do if you had the gold and the power to do whatever it is that you wanted. I know that you are a good person, that deep down inside, you're truly a jewel in the rough, if you will. I know that you made a name for yourself with some individuals of a not very good type because of your feeling of indebtedness to the lower and less powerful people. Am I wrong?
No.
Of course I'm not, for I know all of these. I can show you what you could do. I could give you this and so much more.
But at
It
what
is a
cost?
small deal. At what cost? Definitely not the cost that the last patron you had was. I can guarantee. I do not want your soul. You merely take my place. I will give you all the power. You do not even need to take my place for a very long time. But for you, it was a drop in the bucket, I can assure. He holds out one gloved hand. It's supple leather that opens up wide at the hilt, a fencing glove. What say you?
What I
It's
could
a
do
simple
with
deal.
money. I'm gonna make a wisdom save, and if I get lower than, we'll say 12, I'm gonna shake his hand.
Okay.
I mean, like, I don't know. I kind of like the guys I'm with. They're cool. I mean, I'm annoying, so I kind of piss them off, but
Well, I tell you what.
they stick with me despite the fact.
Don't make a decision at the moment. Think it over. When next we meet, give me your answer then. What say you?
All right.
I will tell you one more thing. When the time comes, I can save one of your friends. But only one of them. Think that over. Enjoy your sleep. And he reaches out to like touch your cheek, and as you do, you kind of like roll over quickly where you were sleeping and kind of take a second to look around.
Why won't these entities just leave me alone?
You know, you have a rougher time with things visiting you while you sleep.
It's the revolving door.
Like, you're standing there in front of this demon that can make you all these deals. The most powerful creator of all of the world. What do you want? Just a good night's sleep, man. Just a good night's sleep.
Just my own voice in my head.
The night fades into a bleak-looking dawn. One, because of the way that the black stones of the mountain surround this area. The sun doesn't creep up until it's already later in the day anyway. So it's a gray morning. You eat, kind of nibble at the rations that you have. Does anybody share anything that they had happen over the night?
Not in front of the
Are
rest
you
of the
just
party.
looking awkwardly at Callista this whole morning.
Not in front of the rest of the party. Callista's got something that she wants to talk to Gillet about, but not in front of the rest of the party. Mostly because she's pretty sure that the rest of the party hates her.
Not, but I think now is the time to bring up the old little trinket that I found.
Okay.
What'd you find?
It's I don't know. It's some crystal charm. Fell on the ground. Wounded that creature.
It is made in China, property of Claire's boutique.
It fits into one of those
Floral.
interlocking bracelets.
Yes, exactly.
You know how this works, Yenfear.
It says BF on one side, the other half says F.
I'll just drop it.
And I will start to ritual cast Identify.
Okay. You finish casting the Identify spell. It does not give off any magic, nor does it have a property. You can think that this is more of a component than it was a magical item.
I think it's just a component more than a magical item itself.
For what? Yeah.
Can I maybe try and study it and figure out what maybe it would have been used for?
Sure, you can spend some time trying to study it. I'm not gonna stop you.
Do I have to make a roll?
Yep, Arcana. Charm like this could be anything. It's not any of the typical spells that you know of, at least not off right of hand. You're not quite sure.
You know, these sort of components are very interchangeable, so it's hard to tell exactly what it would be used for in a magical spell, you know?
Well, we will find out.
And even then, knowing the spell, it's hard to tell what desired effect someone would have.
Okay. Well, I think so.
Well, what's the plan, guys? We slaying demons or are we running away?
Oh,
Slaying demon.
I'd really like to.
Run away.
I just know that I'm going to regret it.
Can we just push this whole thing off the fucking mountainside? Just shove. It's somebody else's problem.
Who says it had to be us that killed the demon? Just get this over with.
I believe it was Barton Wainwright to answer your question.
Fuck that guy.
What did he know? Okay. So, you're heading out on the walkway?
Yeah.
Arneth can't help but look over the edge at where your body fell.
I fucking snatch your hand right away.
Drag me away.
Not again.
You make it to the central parapet, and it's basically just a stone pillar that rises out of the ground, probably about 15 feet, diameter. And you can see the walkways continue. One goes east, and from here, and the other one goes southwest. Which tower would you like to inspect first?
East.
Neither of them.
Okay.
Want to burn them to the ground? Is that an option?
Yeah.
Fireball.
Well, let's just go west.
You want to go west?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You want
Right
to go
off
to
the
the
walkway.
tower, east tower then?
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way to the east tower, where you swear you saw the light burning the night before.
Me?
One of you did look out there. Yeah, it was you.
Mhm.
You saw the light in that tower. Looking now, you're not sure how you saw a light, as there are no windows on this level.
Boopy.
The door itself is a heavy wooden object with iron banding. It stands slightly ajar, just a little bit. Every once in a while, as a breeze rolls through, it kind of boom, boom. When the breeze blows, you can watch as it goes doo, 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 and kind of slides open again. Who's leading the way?
I will.
Well, all right.
Very close.
You're just on my back. Like a koala.
This room, as you would imagine, circular, is a wooden floor. The only thing of note in this is a trapdoor set opposite of the door that you entered. The trapdoor is currently closed.
Well, that's good.
Oh, this doesn't creepy at all.
Yeah, it does. What the hell are you talking about?
After the night we had.
You guys have a weird night too?
No.
No?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the most. That was the best look. No. Why? Who's asking?
Why? Yeah, pretty much horrible.
As Gillet's walking slightly bent forward.
Oh, poor Beth.
The awkward teenager.
Don't look.
All right. All right. Trapdoor is currently closed. It is the only thing of note in this room.
Well, I'm gonna go over and, start opening up that trap door. Can I check the trap door for traps?
You may. Give me a perception check, please.
Okay. Perception. It's all clear. It's great.
You do not perceive any traps, nor does it appear to be locked to your eyes.
Right, I'm gonna go over and grab the handle.
Okay. You grab the handle and try to tug on it.
Yes.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Tonight's not my night.
Oh.
It is really not your night.
Well, bye, guys. Jumped off a cliff and now this.
It was nice knowing you, Arneth.
Yeah.
You grab the handle and give it a pull, and right as you give it a tug, you can feel and smell the ozone in the air. Your teeth kind of get that, your tongue gets a little swollen, and all of a sudden there's a and you are thrown 10 feet from the door, from the trap door.
This is the worst place ever.
You
Yeah,
take
like-
14 points of damage, lightning damage, and you land prone on your back.
Oh.
Mm.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little tendril of, there's little tendrils of smoke just curling up from the bottom from his body.
I'm just gonna cast Cure Wound.
Cure wounds. I'm just gonna cast a little bit of the get better.
Get better!
I'd like to cast God that looked like it hurt.
You okay? At level 3.
Okay.
Okay.
You get 12 HP back. So to answer the question, the door apparently may have a trap on it. And it did not open, so it might be locked.
Lucky, do you want to take care of this, please?
I mean, I should have done it in the first place. I don't know why you were letting them do it. This is my thing.
It's okay to speak up. If you want to do something, Lucky.
I thought you wanted to, take initiative, show off your skills, but
Shh, be quiet.
okay.
I
Open
assume
the
that
door.
Callista and Gillet are back out on the walkway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Making out.
No,
Having an awkward conversation.
not every character interaction is Arneth and Yenfir. I'm just saying.
Okay, we have kissed, what, like a handful of times?
What? We
Which
have
is still
kissed-
not as much as Lucky has kissed every other party member combined.
This is true. So not every interaction is Lucky and every party member.
More to go.
Arnav is a good boy.
Oh, that's right. You
There you-
haven't kissed Yenfir and you haven't kissed Gillet.
Good.
Oh, give that time.
Time? You saying that like it's not gonna happen right now?
Okay.
Oh, God.
The key.
So-
Or do I?
You,
I
you're
go
gonna
over to the
check
lock,
door? What's that?
and I
Magic.
will inspect it to find if I can see any arcane runes or anything like that.
Okay, give me a perception check, please.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give you advantage because you watched somebody get shocked with lightning as they touch the door.
Looks fine.
Jesus
just-
Christ. You can't find any arcane runes on the trapdoor at all.
Either you diffused it, or they're very subtle.
Or I'm just an idiot.
I'm gonna.
Not that he
How do
would
I
say
give
that.
you advantage and you get a 4 and a 3? You know what? Never mind. Go for
Listen,
Quest.
I'm not called Lucky for nothing.
Okay.
I,
Are you gonna
I
try
take
to
out
open the door?
a vial of acid
Uh-huh.
and I start pouring it on the locks.
All right. It takes a few minutes for it to set in.
I'm still just
Eventually.
laid out on the ground.
Yeah, you're just laying there like, I'll get up in a minute.
I'm petting,
Eventually-
petting his hair.
It eventually erodes through the metal, and you can see that it is no longer, or at least as far as you know, it's no longer locked.
I'm gonna wedge the luck blade in between the like space between where it connects to the floor.
And just kind of fulcrum it up.
I'm gonna. Do anyone have rope? I feel like it'll be safer.
I feel like all of us. A little bit.
Oh, I have a dungeon use
Yeah.
pack. I totally have rope. I put some rope around it and use that to pull it, like around the handle of the blade, and pull the rope.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, I get what you're trying to do
Yeah,
in
it's like a
concept.
fulcrum.
Yeah, but you're. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, why not? All right, so go ahead and give me a
It's
strength.
so that I'm very far away from it, and
No,
also
no.
there's
Go ahead.
strength check.
Yes, please. Okay. It's a bit of a struggle for your little noodly arms, but yeah, you actually just after realizing if I take the rope and wrap it like this and then pull, and you finally there's a as the trap door opens up, and you watch as the blade is lit up once again. But since the rope doesn't conduct, you don't.
Aha!
Got
I'm using
him.
that- I'm using that intelligence improvement well. After you.
It was going just inside the trap door. You see the edge of a ladder that's mounted to the underside of the floor, but otherwise sits out in the open. And it just descends into this darkened hole. Looking in, it seems to descend about 40 feet before it lands or stops at what appears to be another wooden platform.
Do either of you want to go first, or shall I go again?
Well, I mean,
You're so good with traps.
yeah. It only makes sense, right?
I take it by this time the other
Yell
two.
it, I will
have left.
touch you.
At this point, they've caught up, but we're just gonna keep writing out that awkward conversation. But they're in the room with them.
I love this
I-
awkward conversation.
It's wonderful. I have a request. I would
Yeah.
like to cast
Make
another
out with
thing.
me. All right, listen, Yenfir. You need to stop hitting on me.
Can I?
Yinfear.exe has stopped working. Please restart the system.
Oh shit, my window did. Cast protect.
Protection.
Protection from energy on Arnett. I'm
Okay.
gonna do lightning because I feel like that might be a thing.
Alright, I guess
Okay.
I'm going again.
All right. Give me just 1 second before you do. Okay.
No, I'm gonna go now. Now.
It's like, okay, die.
Start throwing a tantrum in my room. Just picking stuff up and throwing it.
There's nothing in the room to throw, so you're just like looking for things.
No, I mean me.
Oh,
Me in real life. Having
Yeah.
oh IRL.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure that I've got everybody on this new little map that I've got over here.
Beauty.
New map. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
What
It's a small thing. It's a tiny thing.
do you do?
I'm missing someone. Ah, there you are. You fancy lad, you. Okay. I didn't go all fancy with dynamic lighting because it's just a simple room. You can see all of your tokens placed into the square or the circle that is open with a trapdoor in it.
See.
Excellent. Okay. Let me go ahead and reveal the next area to you.
God.
You crawl down the ladder. As you do so, nothing seems to affect you. It seems safe. There's no crackle of energy, and like you're resisting the damage, there just doesn't seem to be anything. You plant your feet on the boards below you, and they kind of give a little bit under your feet. And there's a moment where you think the floor is going to give way, but it holds steady. After a few more moments, you realize that it's probably steady enough that you can invite the rest of the party down. So the rest of you like to climb down the ladder.
Sure.
Nah.
But of course.
Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. As you all descend down the ladder, because now you don't have a choice. No, who all is going down the ladder? In all honesty, everybody.
Mhm.
Okay, great. As you descend down the ladder, you can see there's nothing else in this room. A layer of dust, and then a staircase that seems to descend further down in the darkness. Looking down the staircase, who would like to peer down there?
I'll do it.
Excellent. There is no floor below you. There is only the staircase winding ever downward into the stone. You see that it finally ends in a stone floor. At the bottom where the stone floor is, you see a simple stone set of stairs that lead further down into like an undercroft. The stairs themselves are not complete. Large sections of them lay broken at the bottom. Getting down through here is going to take either a lot of rope, feats of dexterity and strength to jump from one set of broken stairs to the next, or some magic.
It's gonna have to take a lot of rope or a lot of monk.
It is 80 feet to the ground.
Okay.
A lot of monk. Let's get cocky.
Well, I can get myself down, so you guys got to figure out how to get yourselves down.
Well, one of you can get down because they have a ring.
Hmm.
They have a what?
A ring.
Yes, I do.
It's like, come on, I even had you cast Identify. All right.
Sorry, I wrote it down in my book.
How are you getting down? Or do you want to even continue down?
I mean, we could always send one person down. And then if there's anything interesting, we all can continue.
Split the party. I love it.
It's our tactic.
Well, I can.
Split the party. Yes.
I can go down to each level and just tie off rope to kind of guide you guys down.
I absolutely love that idea. Tie a rope around Lucky, give him a kick, and yell, magic!
Beautiful.
You have it coiled around his body, though, so he's just like some kind of weird elvish yo-yo. I don't know why we want to kick Lucky so much.
No, it's just
He's a
makes it
likable
so
guy.
easy.
I love his character.
Mm.
I
Lucky's
mean,
done nothing to offend anyone. Well, okay, wait.
Today.
can you cast invisibility on yourself while you do this, Callista?
Yeah. Yeah. I had to double check that I actually took invisibility as one of my spells.
Oh, I was like, yeah, you can absolutely do that. It's just a ring. It doesn't require any. Oh, you meant to use a spell.
Let's do that.
Okay. She will cast invisibility.
Okay.
And,
And then
I gotta do that
Featherfall?
thing. And then yeah,
Okay.
with the ring, I will feather fall my way down.
Okay. You glide effortlessly down, past the broken steps. You land noiselessly on your feet. At the bottom, there is rubble from wood from the steps that have fallen over the years. You see the stone stairs that lead further down into the Undercroft appear to be untouched. There doesn't seem to be any wood around them. You can see why, because it's in the middle, whereas everything else is around the edges. The stairs lead further down into darkness. Give me a perception check, please. Right on.
There's just so much darkness right now.
You hear a faint sound from in the darkness. Kind of a sound of like metal or something kind of being brought in and then pushed out.
I'm going to use the cantrip message to send a message up to Gillet to let him know what she's found.
What is the distance on the message? 500, like half a mile or something?
120 feet.
Oh, okay, yeah. You definitely reach up to him. All right, so you send message up, and in your head, you said you were sending that to Gillet?
Mhm.
Correct? Gillet, you hear the description of the stone floor, the soft sound of like metal being pulled in and pushed out.
Like it could be a trap.
Possibly. It could be inner workings. I'm not sure. I don't want to go forward without you guys.
Understandable.
Kind of got this thing against getting hit, and Lucky seems to be the better option for that.
I'll let them know. And I do.
So I want to hear you say that I'm your only hope.
All right.
No.
Are you guys going to make your way down?
Elfie Wan.
Yeah.
How are you guys getting down?
Callisto
How's everyone
is
else
tired.
Okay. Looking at the staircases and the broken pieces, it looks like you can jump from one to the next. I mean, it will take a little luck and some skill on your part, but you can do it. You can jump from one down to the next, like a platformer.
Lucky's my name. Wait a second. It's Arnath.
Can't spell Arnath without
That other guy over there. So, Gillett, your slow fall will only lessen the blow by a little bit.
It's 5 times my monk level.
Oh,
Quite a bit.
and you're what, 8th level?
Mm-hmm.
So you would negate half of it because it's an 80-foot drop down to the... What about the rest of you? Are you gonna try to parkour down the wall or down the staircases?
Um,
I
Who's
can
leading
get
the way?
myself down if all y'all can get yourselves down. So I'm just making sure the rest of you can get down before I go down.
I mean,
the catch.
I'm sure Callisto will catch you.
I would certainly try.
You can certainly try.
Yeet.
I don't.
You jump from the first one to the second one, land easily enough. Go ahead and give me another roll. You jump from this one not so gracefully. You manage to get perch onto it, but not. You slam into the side. Half your body kind of bounces onto the steps. You pull yourself up quickly. That wasn't as graceful, but go ahead and
Alright.
Leaf on the wind. I'm a leaf on the wind.
give me another one.
Leaf on the wind. Flow like
Um,
water.
Again, you land this time. It's a little more graceful. Your feet don't catch underneath. You don't slam into the side of the thing. Go ahead and give me another one. All right. This time, as you land on the opposite side, one of the boards breaks loose from your feet, and since skittering down, you catch yourself on the wall and the railing that's there, although the railing is pretty weak. And there's a moment where your heart's pounding in your chest, but you manage to stay upright. Go ahead and give me another one.
This is going
All right.
really well.
Once again, you catch yourself. This time, the railing kind of feels a little sturdier, so you're more comfortable with it. 10. Okay. There's about 20 feet to the ground. You could probably use your slow fall at this time just to negate the distance.
All right.
All right. So you catch the side of the wall and, kind of monk walk your way down to the bottom of it. And you are now at the bottom with an invisible Callista that you cannot see.
She walks over and just puts her hand on his bicep so that he knows where she is.
Little squeeze. Little squeezy. All right. Who's going down next? What brave soul will venture forward?
Friggin' me.
Okay. You leap towards going, I can do this, and you full on catch the first set of stairs about mid-thigh and kind of slam onto the staircase. But you didn't fall to the ground, you just kind of there. You didn't take any damage, but it's like more of your pride's been hurt. up on to the next one.
Well, I'm in it now.
You are. This time you leap, and when you do, you realize watching where the stairs are and how they're pitched, and you land perfectly, kind of turning at the last second to brace yourself, and you are fine.
Some you screw up and learn from it, I hope.
Okay. All right, yeah, again, you jump forward and land and hold yourself in place. One more. Okay. Man, you got this down now. Now you're just like landing perfectly every single time. Give me one more. All right. This one's a little less graceful. It's the same one that his foot slipped on. As you land, it kind of kicks that board out that's right above that last one. You land kind of on your bottom, but you're still on the staircase with no problem. And then one last one to get to the ground.
Okay.
You leap into the air, do 2 forward flips, and then land with one foot out to the side, one hand in the middle.
Oh, hell yeah.
Superhero, like, not superhero landing, but this, like, ninja land.
Nice.
And Gillet's just going to cross his arms. Well, that's because elves are lighter.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Callista's just going to
All right.
speak up. You were very impressive on your way down. It's okay.
Mm.
All right. Who's up next? Arneth?
Come on, Arneth.
Brave soul.
I just feel Arneth is going to be like, phew, just jump.
This is like I jumped off one thing just last night.
A little bit of nerves playing as you remember that fall to the ground.
Yeah,
The
lucky.
pain of slamming into the stone. Your legs twisted underneath you make you a bit nervous. Are you
Yeah,
going to try to jump to these staircases?
I'm getting the shakes. How much rope do I have? How far
50
down
feet.
is it?
80 feet?
Oh.
You'd be about 30 feet shy.
Do you need help?
How would you help me?
Oh, I know how he'd help you.
I
By
have lots of
pushing
ways
me?
to help.
No. You've seen him use the spell before. On several occasions.
Before you go, I have a question. Would
Okay.
you sacrifice yourself to save the rest of us?
Yeah.
Alright.
Arnett, what kind of question is that?
Of course.
Of course I would.
I'll reach out and cast
Is that so? Okay, spider climb.
spider climb on you. Okay, you can walk on walls now.
Alright, so you now feel every inch of the tactile floor. You know that you can put your hand on it. You feel the stickiness that comes with being able to climb, like a million tiny hairs gripping the wall and the stone.
Still a little terrified, but I will just like awkwardly inch my way down.
Yeah, at first you're like, oh god, oh god, oh god, as you realize, though, before you even recognize it, you're already 30 feet down, now 60, and then before you know it, you're on the ground, still going, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Just another trauma to add to the list.
So you make it down. All right, last but not least, Lucky climbs back up the ladder, shuts the trap door.
Leaves us all to die.
Goes back to sleep to go take that deal.
I'll just cast spider climb on myself and then I'll go down.
Okay. Go ahead and mark off any appropriate uses of spells for anyone who's used them. The stone stairs snake down and then turn again into a larger room. A square. You can't really make out a whole lot. It's dark in there. And your dark vision is good, but it's not normal light. Who is leading the way down the staircase?
Me, I guess.
Well, I mean, Callista's invisible, so probably best to continue using that. Unless Yinfir
Yeah.
absolutely wants to go first.
No. Trying to take one for the team. You're-
Okay. Callista's going first then.
Yeah.
Give me just 1 second then. Sorry, moving everybody to the appropriate area, putting the right people first, making sure that I don't reveal the entirety of the map. For those of you who have been loving the use of the dynamic lighting, I do apologize. I did not get a chance to set that up today.
My immersion.
My immersion.
I know. I suck as a DM. I quit. This is our
Don't you
last episode.
fucking dare.
Oh no.
Lucky, give me a perception check as you come down the staircase.
Lucky or Callista?
I want Lucky to give me one.
Okay.
Excuse me.
This seems kind of familiar to you. You see stone steps. Thin stone walls seem to separate this into many different chambers. You don't seem to notice any doors that lead the way, but you see a hallway that kind of extends in front of you.
Are you guys getting deja vu?
No.
That's just deja vu.
Can I try and think of where I remember this from?
Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
Boop. I'm going to use luck.
Okay.
Boop.
Nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, because it's still fresh in your mind and you're thinking about it, this looks a lot like the room you were in last night while you were sleeping. Matter of fact, you know that if you head down the hallway that's there in front of where Callista's looking, that the mound of treasure should be in the corner of that room.
Can I go up ahead, guys? You should maybe stay back.
Why?
I got a bad feeling.
Callista's not listening and just going forward since that's what they had agreed on.
Okay. All right, give me just 1 second here. All right. You can see in the corner mounds of treasure. I don't have the mounds to put in there. What appear to be gold, copper, silver, electrum, some platinum, gems, mounded high. And atop them all, made from the same stuff that they are sitting upon, is a throne. Standing in front of the throne, a bit down the mound, closer to where you guys are at, you see a man. Olive-skinned, dark hair, blue-green doublet with white sleeves puffed out through the shoulder piece. Tight leather pants with boots that go up about mid-thigh and then curve back over. Fencing gauntlets on a rapier with a beautiful basketed hilt sits on his shoulder, on his hip. inside of a little frog holder. He sits there, hand on the basket. Well, it appears that you have made it to see me. I'm so very glad that you have. Where is your friend? The pale one.
Back here.
Welcome.
You can see me?
Of course I can see you. You do not stay hidden from me. Nothing stays hidden from me.
She's going to let invisibility drop.
And he gets closer, but not like to you. He doesn't seem to breach the area of where the treasure is mounted. But he comes just to the very edge of it. He looks at you and he goes, has anyone ever told you that you are quite fetching?
Me.
You are incredibly beautiful. It's a shame the rest of the world does not see it the way that I do. Perhaps, though, if you play your cards right, there might be someone here among you that shares my sentiment.
Oh,
But, and I warn you, as he points at you with one gloved hand, be careful the whisperings of those who might be jealous that you have.
Did you... Can I have Callista see if she remembers that exact wording?
Sure.
Because in Callista's dream, Gillet had said, don't worry, they're just jealous.
Sure.
What would you like me to roll?
Give me intelligence check.
I'm going to, no, fuck. No, fuck it, we're leaving it.
Okay. It's one of those things where it's maybe just a turn of phrase. Something plays in the back of your mind, but you can't grasp at it. And the more you try to search for what it was, the quicker it seems to escape your grasp.
Of course. What are you doing down here?
That is a good question. For now, I am simply waiting for you. It appears as though you have come. Welcome.
I'm gonna walk into the room.
Haha! That is my compatriot.
Hey man, how's it going?
Quite well. Have you
Good to see
given
you
any
again.
thought to the agreement that we have maybe tried to settle upon?
Okay. Hold on. Let me ask. If I don't, it's just one, but if I do, is it all?
No. I told you. I can say but one. If you take the deal that I have offered you, you will not have need to save them. Does that make sense?
Yep.
lucky
That's
you.
kind of answers my question.
Lucky, what is he
You
talking
know this-
about?
The nature of greed.
He knows it best. So,
I'm very tempted, but I don't quite know who or the specifics of it. And as much as I love getting into deals without the specifics, I just feel like I owe it to myself to at least do one smart thing.
I need to do one smart thing with my life before everything else goes to hell.
so are you declining the offer that I have extended?
I'm perhaps asking for a bit of clarification.
Certainly. If you accept the deal,
Uh-huh.
then I am released.
So, first question, who are you?
Inconsequential.
A little bit consequential. Smidge
Just
consequential.
understand what I offer you. You accept the deal, I am released. There is no battle between you and I. I go my separate way, and you go yours. If you disagree, then I'm pretty sure that a fight will break out between all of us,
Mhm.
at which point I will decimate your party.
Yeah.
Except for you. I wish you to watch the fury that you
That's
have
very
wrought.
sweet of you.
I offer you one of them that you can save. For the rest of them, I must say, and he takes the blade and it hisses from the hilt from the thong holder. It shines in the dim in the light. It seems to glow faintly. I must say that for the rest of them, I will rend their souls and drink deeply of them. And it will be the most delicious thing that I have tasted in a millennia? Probably.
I'm gonna look at Arneth. Arneth
Yeah.
kind of already told me what I gotta do.
What?
I'll turn around and be like, yeah, then I take the deal.
You're what?
That is a wise choice.
No,
All
no.
you need to do.
Lucky, that's not a good idea.
And he offers his hand to you.
Don't do it. It's not a good idea.
Take my hand.
You got
Lucky, you don't even know who he is.
I'm sorry. Are you
So
just
before
trying
anyone
to get
tries
out
to
'cause you're bored?
grab
Do you want us to
me-
like bring you a Parcheesi board or something?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna run up and like try to make sure no one grabs me, because I feel like someone's gonna
You
try and
run
grab
up
me and
to it?
stop me.
Can I cast suggestion on him?
You can definitely try.
And I'm also pretty much right there, so I will also try to.
If you're going to try to grab him, then I would like for you. You need to make a wisdom saving throw, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn it.
Too wise.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm sorry.
It's
Then
a
I'm gonna
13.
I'm gonna use luck. My luck is better than your bend luck.
All right. Are you going to try to grab him, Arneth?
Yes.
I need an initiative roll from the two of you to see who gets the action off first.
Okay. Please.
Yes.
Okay. Basically, you get to react first. You jump over to him. Now, I'm going to have you make an attack roll to try to grab him.
Okay.
And then it will be a strength check versus his acrobatics. So attack roll first.
What's the attack roll?
Just do an unarmed if you have an unarmed. Because it's D20 plus proficiency plus your strength bonus.
Or plus proficiency
So that's a 3 if I'm not mistaken.
for strength.
Yeah. What's your strength modifier?
3.
Okay. And your proficiency is 3, so it'll be D20 plus 6.
Whew.
Okay.
Nice.
I need to get freaking unarmed.
Okay. All right. What's your AC right now?
14.
You go to grab him, and he is just too slippery. Just boom, you grip.
You're never gonna catch me.
Roll.
No.
See you next
Are you
season,
the-
everybody.
Are you
gonna try to
the-
grab him?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That definitely hits. Go ahead and give me. It's going to be athletics versus acrobatics, or strength versus dexterity if you don't have either athletics or acrobatics. But Gillet's going to be your strength / athletics versus Lucky's acrobatics, which is only better by 4.
If only I
And-
could roll acrobatics instead.
You grab him and wrap him up, and as you do, he kind of puts his feet into your stomach and slips through your hands, rolling across the ground and coming up just in front of the stranger.
Okay. Hold on. Can I cast command?
Let me
try to cast
sacrifice
command?
myself for you
Yeah.
guys. Come on.
What is your command?
Well, hold on.
Oh, don't do it.
Let me read
Stay.
Die! One word. Okay, one word. Stop.
Okay, it's a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna use my last point of luck.
Seeing it
Okay.
at level 3. Holy shit, dude! What the
This is apparently just happening. This is
at
just
higher
happening.
levels, all your command would do is affect other creatures. It doesn't have a stronger effect.
Okay.
Casting it at first level is fine.
Okay.
He looks at you for a moment. Do you want to say anything? As you feel the command come over, but you shrug it off.
Lucky, yes.
Lucky, no!
He stands there with his hand extended.
Lucky, no, we don't know who this is. Please, for once, just use your logical reasoning. I know that you seem to think that we can't handle this, but I promise you it will be better than what the hell you're going to unleash.
I think it's better than all of you dying and unleashing it.
Lucky, please.
Come now. They whine incessantly. Take my hand.
Come with me.
And you'll see a world of pure imagination.
Why do
Ryan
you
is so
labor?
torn.
You know what? As a last-ditch effort, can I have Callista just run up and kiss him? Since that seems to have worked in the past.
Sure.
Oh, man.
I'm into it. Let's let it happen.
Because Callista remembers how it just kind of makes him like stop in his tracks the last 2 times it's happened. So, third time's the charm,
All right.
or so they say.
We need to reset our party member.
She runs. Is that the reset?
Yeah.
She runs up. You place your hand on either side of his face
Mm-hmm.
and just
Lay
plant
one on him. And then, not letting go of the kiss, just gonna kind of try and, slowly walk him back away from this guy.
Do you resist at all?
I'm gonna do that wisdom thing again that I did last time. we made it. If it's lower than 12, I'm gonna grab his hand. If it's higher, I'm letting her walk me.
Damn it!
This is apparently just happening.
This is happening, and I'm done. I'm done trying.
I'm like, how many spell slots should I blow before I do it?
Just
grab
fucking
his-
murder me.
You grab his hand, and
Um,
with that, you shake. As your
And I
words
look him
were, if
right-
it's lower than 12,
Yeah.
you're grabbing his hand.
I look him in the eye and say, "They live."
Of course they do. You feel a pull, like water being pulled from the shore. And you're standing on the other side, like you swap positions. He looks down at his clothing. Hasn't changed. He takes a. I thank you for answering the call and freeing me from the trap that I was stuck in. Hopefully, in time, you will find someone who will also free themselves or free you from them. Well, I would love to stick around and make niceties, but I've already been here far too long. He pulls kind of a hat out of nowhere, a big foppish thing with a big feather in it. And as he puts it on his head, he kind of moves his hand, and there's a swirl of energy. And where he was once standing is no more. Except for one thing. There's a tink, 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 right where his feet were. And you look down, and there's a little charm. The other half of the charm that Yenfir picked up.
Can I reach down and pick it up?
Sure. Yeah. You reach down and pick it up?
Biffles.
Before you sits an ocean of treasure. You look behind you, and when you looked at him, you saw the wall behind him and where his throne was. But looking at it now, you see an immense, an expansive field of gold. Mountains far in the distance, covered in snow, but made of gold. The skies shine like crystal. You hear the sound of falling rain, and as you realize, it's the sound of diamond falling and hitting the ground. There are nothing but riches that you can see, with the exception of turning back to look into this room. And you see, like a wave, the gold pushing out and back in. Labs out and back in.
I'm gonna look to the party. I don't think I have enough pockets.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Gold Coast. That's funny. What would you like to do, party?
Strangle Lucky.
I'm gonna take like a step back.
Back from the party?
Yeah.
Okay.
Predicting that either I'm getting punched or attacked now.
Okay.
Why?
I'm gonna walk up to Lucky if I can.
Your feet
And-
shift in the gold coin like sand. You feel it give way underneath your feet, but it doesn't seem to impede your movement.
Okay, I will continue forward. And once I reach Lucky,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna hug him. Just say
Oh.
you're so stupid.
It would be cruel for us to hit you. 'Cause you're so dumb.
I asked you. I asked you earlier when we were alone.
Yeah.
Would you do it? And you said you would. And you
And I
always
meant
tell me
it.
that I should start being more like you guys.
This is not what we meant.
It's not what we meant.
I'm pretty sure I just circumvented something really bad.
But you may have just caused something a lot worse to be loose.
I don't think there's anything worse than you guys dying.
Lucky.
I'd rather the whole world die than you guys.
But we are part of the whole world.
Well, looks like you guys are gonna have to go stop him.
Without you.
I don't know, he didn't seem that bad.
Oh, I'm so
He's kinda
tired.
nice.
So why didn't you let us fight him in here?
No, like, not mean. Like, I'm sure he's powerful, but he doesn't seem that mean. He gave us the option.
Well, it sounded like he was trapped. He didn't want to
Welp.
This is
This is kind of awkward now.
Get
What are
the
you guys
gold,
doing?
Harry, and we'll move on.
But I don't think he can leave.
You don't know.
I'll like try walking forward.
Okay. You take a step forward and you move forward. How far forward do you want to go?
I'll just walk until anything stops me.
Okay. You get to the edge of the coastline where the gold water washes up and back. And you can't seem to go any further. It's not hard, it's just kind of like you're not able to press forward anymore.
Like walking up like a sand hill.
Or like walking against an invisible. It's not harmful, it's just kind of like it's a force that's there. And you can't seem to leave that spot. Or that area.
I guess I can't.
Where were
It's
you
been
keeping that?
Never
You really
you
want to
mind.
know?
Safe. I was keeping it.
Where were you keeping it? Safe.
I'll be needing this. Pat him on the head.
Can I, like,
Well, it's a magic curse, right? Well, maybe we can just dispel it.
Yeah, easy. We've done that before.
well, let me try.
Are you casting Dispel Magic?
Repercussions.
Okay. I need you to roll d20 plus your casting modifier for that spell. Dispel Magic from your bard, it'll be Charisma. If it's Dispel Magic from any level of cleric that you may or may not have taken, it'll be Wisdom.
It's times like this where I wish like I could lend my
You finish casting the spell. And for a moment, the world around you seems to tremble, Lucky. And then it stops. You don't seem to feel any different.
I'll try walking forward.
Nope. Can't seem to move past it. Cat, I won't kill your characters. I'll just make sure that you die other thousands of tiny little deaths. All right, no. Looking around behind you again, you see this massive plane made of treasure and gold and things like that. Would you like to pick up any?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a handful.
Okay. Take a handful, probably, about 12, maybe 15 gold coins. Look at them. They're stamped with kind of a nondescript profile of somebody on one side and nothing of much descriptive. It looks like a temple or a building of some kind. It has something written around the outside edge. on the side where the temple is.
What does it say?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elven, Dwarven.
It is not written in any of those languages.
I'm gonna flick the coin to Callista.
All right, yeah, it goes past the barrier to Callista.
She'll catch it.
Can I use portal lore?
Yes, yes, you may.
There it is.
Finally.
There it is.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely a planar portal there. And it's where the chair is at.
The chair.
Throne.
Hmm.
It seems to be like the center of it. The field of influence stretches out past that, but it starts right there.
I will let the party know that.
Okay. What do we
By the
do?
way, it is a. It's more of a. It's not really any of the planes that you know of, so to speak. It seems like it's something extra created, like an extra dimensional space.
Mm-hmm.
A plane that's of their own making, and then you flick the coin, and taking a look at the coin, what languages does Callista speak? Or no?
Common, Infernal, Sylvan. Common, Infernal, and Sylvan.
Okay. Not written in any of those.
But would I identify it as the ancient language that none of us can read because none of us took comprehend languages?
No, it is not.
Okay. She'll hand it over to Gillet or Arneth.
I'll just go ahead and go, Jack. What languages do you speak?
Not those. Common.
Does anybody speak Abyssal?
No.
You'd think I'd be able to speak Abyssal considering the fact that I'm a tiefling, but no.
Yeah, demons and devils, fiends, they all have. There's different languages in there.
It's
Yeah.
the wrong dialect. They all sound like hillbillies.
Well, some belong to the abyss and some belong to the hells. It just there are differences.
They're hillbillies. Okay.
Hellbilly delight.
Ah! I started a joke, you guys.
Okay. You holding
ran
the
it
coin
into the
in your
ground.
hand doesn't seem to have any effect or ill effect or holding it while you're there on that side of the planar field.
I'm gonna try pushing and throwing all the coins I can past that field.
You're scooping them by the handfuls and throwing them.
Yep.
They seem to be passing through without any problem.
How many of those do you think you can fit in your bag?
Well, I got one of these, and I throw the bag of holding across.
Okay. Bag of holding sails across. Bag of holding. It'll hold a lot.
Pick it up. Check it out.
Okay. There you go. It's a bag of holding. What do you want me to tell you about it? Bag of holding.
What is it?
You put stuff in, and it's held on to until you need it. Bag of holding.
That's useful. You should hold on to that.
Quite useful.
Well,
Hanging in with us, guys. I know we're getting kind of long-winded, but if you stick around, you can win Tales of Berseria.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What a good game.
So, really high-rated game for an RPG. Really emotional trip. So, hang around to the end of the stream. You can win a game. So, you're gonna pick it up and load that bag of holding full of coin.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. Who's loading it full of coin? Lucky or Gillet?
I'm throwing the coin across, and then I guess Gillet.
Okay. You are loading it up full of coin. Takes you a bit, but yeah, it's full of coin. Or you've gathered quite a bit of coin.
Well, that'll come in handy, right, guys?
When we're hiring someone to come get you, yes.
Mm.
I mean, why would you do that?
Because we care about you?
And
You know, we're
What, you're gonna
friends
make
now.
someone else stay here forever?
I mean, if it's funny.
I mean,
I don't think that's
there's
funny.
that prison colony, wasn't there?
I've never heard of that in my life.
God, what a horrible liar.
Would I be able to go to this weird plane that Lucky is now stuck in with
Yeah. I
Ethereal?
mean, you know how to get through there.
Yeah, I do have this spell, yes.
Hmm.
Um,
You going to banish him back to our realm?
I go to the realm there just so I can kill Lucky. No.
I mean, yes, but no.
Yes, but no. I don't think there's anything that I could do once I get there. Nothing helpful.
Lucky, give me an intelligence check.
Use that brain power.
None of the coins were stopped. Your bag wasn't stopped. Nobody was stopped from passing into it. So,
I'm gonna try and move forward.
are you holding any of the coins? Are you dropping the
Yeah.
coins?
I'm taking some coins with me.
What's that?
I'm gonna like a handful of coins walk forward.
Okay. You get to the edge and you pass through the field.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
You watch as one of the coins that you have in your hand starts to slowly, ever so slowly, decay or break down. Give me an Arcana check.
that's
They are definitely magical. There seems to be some sort of an effect. Recalling what you remember from the arcane, you remember that there are certain fruits or other things that can be used in spell components that the longevity of that device is equal to the amount of time that someone has. In other words, maybe this piece of fruit or this flower will drop one petal for every year. Or maybe the fruit withers one seed for every day, so forth and so on. And this seems to have a very reminiscent feeling of those things. It's very reminiscent of those things.
Well, you want to leave now, guys?
But we can't leave with you.
I mean, as long as I got some of these coins, I think I'm fine. I just got to be back before they all run out.
So
Get it?
What happens if they run out? What happens to you?
I mean, I'm assuming what is happening to the coins would happen to me.
Mm.
Well.
I guess you're gonna need to take a lot of coins.
Yeah, I mean, we got a bag of holding full, so.
You do indeed.
maybe there's somebody you can first get through there. Go back and see if we can find any.
You asked what his name was.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody like to speculate what his name?
Jerk face.
Jerk face.
No.
So rude.
Sancho McGillicuddy.
The
Well,
Riddler.
I could guess, but I don't want to.
Sancho McGillicuddy is his name.
Uh,
Schmitty Werber Jägerman Jensen.
oh man.
Oh, very well said.
So, what are you doing? You have coins. He seems to be able to move past the field.
Gonna go buy a portable hole so we can get more coins?
Is that what we want to do?
You can find one.
So you can leave, but we have to make sure that we get you back here before the coins completely erode?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. 1, you're an idiot. 2,
Listen, I made a call. Whether it was
I
the right
love
one,
you
we'll never
for
know.
it because you clearly think that much of me despite the conversation I heard last night.
What conversation last night?
Not important.
When I was talking to that guy?
Not important.
I mean, kind of it.
It's gotta
We
be
all
important.
had some pretty terrible dreams.
I mean,
Callista.
he was.
Alright, Dream.
Yenfir, you were talking to him too.
Callista, I was up most of the night. Nothing happened.
I think you guys should go. I think I should stay here. I don't want to tempt fate.
Hmm.
I can only be lucky for so long.
I mean, you're clearly very lucky if you managed to prevent each of us from stopping you from doing this really stupid thing.
No, I'm just super skilled. I've always told you that I'm more powerful than all of you put together, and that just proves it.
Okay. Honey, honey, I know what kind of luck you use because I'm very familiar with it. You are not more skilled than the rest of us. You are just lucky.
I'm super skilled.
Okay, look, let's get out of here. Maybe we can
Are you
find a
leaving
solution.
Are you leaving with them?
I'm gonna look around behind me, see if there's any like ominous signs on the horizon.
Give me a perception check.
Need like demon bros, any horny boys, and
I mean, if you want me to come over there, we can look around if you'd like. Lucky.
I don't want you risking getting stuck here.
I wouldn't get stuck, I promise you that.
You don't know.
I do know.
Okay, well, we have Ugdathar to take care of, and I really hope that you didn't just set him free.
I mean, it was either that or he kills you all.
I mean, we could have just walked away.
He would have killed you all. He would have done what I can do, and I start running around with coins in my hands. Whee!
I mean, do you have any better, more specialer powers now?
Yeah, watch this. I pick up a handful of coins and throw them.
You get pelted with coins. I cast magic coin.
Cast make it rain. Make it hail.
Make it in. I think
All
we're
right.
running out of time.
And it's about that time that you hear a somewhere off in the distance.
And that's our cue.
Of course.
Oh, that was probably a city.
Not that far away.
I'm gonna be.
If that was a city, Lucky, this is entirely your fault.
Yep. Better city than you, though.
You are ridiculous.
Alright, Lucky, are you staying or are you coming? Make a decision. Do you want me to come over there, look around, or are we going?
I think I understand how this works, and I think I should stay.
Should I stay? Should I go now?
Okay, if you're that adamant about it, then who are we to deny your wishes?
I mean, I have a luck blade. I can do all the wishing I want.
That's not how it works, but okay.
They don't know that!
Okay, you're right. They don't.
All right. Good luck. And she's gonna head back out
I
to.
need it. I'm gonna sit on my throne.
It's comfortable, despite being made out of coin. It's like it was made for you. It's warm, not hot. Warm.
I'm gonna...
Whenever you guys need money, you know where to find me.
Come back for you later.
I'm going to look through my bag, gather up all the snacks that I have amassed. Some of them good, some of them not. I'm just gonna give them to Lucky.
I'm not gonna need those.
I'm still gonna do it. I don't care.
You're going to need them, and I'm not going to need them. So I think you should keep them.
No.
I'm gonna want to
You're
keep my
taking
sword
them?
and stuff, just in case someone nefarious comes down here and I have to fight them off with my epic
Sure.
skills.
Sure.
But take the truth dagger.
Wait a second. We still have the crystal,
Yeah.
and that wizard wanted the crystal.
True. He did.
Huh. It's unfortunate that I don't know any binding magic.
Can you guys do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
If you ever go back to Lanceport, I sent some mail to my family. Just go, read it. If it's don't ever talk to us again, then just, don't let me know. But if it's heartwarming, I'd like to know.
We're gonna come
Okay.
back for you. We're not just
I'm
gonna
probably
leave you
not
here.
gonna leave. I don't want someone else to have to do this. Plus, I get to be surrounded by money. It's exactly what I've
Right.
always wanted.
We'll find a way to get you out of here without having to. We don't have.
Okay, we need
know
to
what we're
go.
gonna do.
We need to go.
And we are
Okay, I love you.
I
Bye bye.
Okay, I love you. Bye bye.
You all leaving him?
Yeah.
Reluctantly, yes.
Mm.
Is there a sweet crown anywhere?
I mean, if you want there to be.
Minor illusion, there's a crown on my head.
It looks like one of those Burger King crafted ones that once you fold it up.
Oh, yeah.
put it in place. Reluctantly, crouched at the starting line. Reluctantly, you make your way back to the stairs. You can see him from where you're at, and he seems to be kind of just wandering around, kind of surveying his new kingdom with a bit of sadness. You make your way back up to the stairs. Now, you got down here. You're going to get out. Yeah, feather fall up. I'd like for all 4 of you to give me a perception check.
Perception?
Perception. Gillet. In and amongst the rubble, almost hidden as though perfectly made with the masonry of the building, you do seem to find what appears to be an archway that could possibly be pried open or pushed open in some manner.
Well, I'm gonna start pushing on it.
Okay.
I
Doing
will
so,
help.
you watch as the 2 pieces of the door kind of open up out of the tower base. And you are looking out onto the cobblestone of the castle's keep, or the castle grounds. You see the source of the rumbling and the sound that you heard as part of the rampart collapses down in on itself, taking out a section of the wall, which tumbles over into the expanse, landing somewhere down below, hundreds of feet in the ravine that was etched out by the river that once flowed through here is now just a... The castle is starting to crumble. The very foundations of Adalar breaking apart. Party. What are you doing?
What can we do?
Rushing out through there?
Guess so.
Probably
Yeah.
our best option.
I don't want to.
You run past the castle. And you can see where a section of the wall severed, sheared, and fallen to the ground. And you can see inside the throne room a bony king on a throne smiles at you all. As a piece of the wall, a piece of the upper floor falls and it either crushes him or obscures him from view, but you can no longer see as you run past. You run through the gatehouses down around you. As you look out over the bridge, you see a man dressed in very nice clothing, a foppish hat sitting on top of his head. He's standing on the other side of the bridge, hand on the hilt of his sword.
How far away is he?
About 200 feet on the opposite side of the bridge. He stands there waiting for you. What are you doing? Maddie's got that mad face looking.
She's like, I'm gonna kill him, motherfucker.
I'm so mad I could hit a dude with another dude.
I mean, that's the only way to go, right?
Yep.
Pick me up. I volunteer as tribute.
He's standing on the opposite side of the bridge as though waiting for you, expectant.
Okay, well, she's going to walk forward.
Okay. You walk forward. You continue. You get closer. He's kind of pacing, looking at his feet. Every once in a while, checking his nails. You close the gap within 100 feet. He looks up, smiles at you. It's a brilliant smile. Perfect rows of white teeth, upper bottoms. Do that Van Dyke goatee that he has. He just kind of grins at you. The edges of the mustache curling just ever so slightly. You close the gap within 50 feet. He still doesn't move, and as you get within 10 feet of him, he looks up at you. I made a deal with your friend. That would not harm any of you, but you would all survive. And lo, but you have all survived. Your friend was an honorable man. He sacrificed himself for the good of all of you. That is something to be remembered. Perhaps he will be set free of the deal, but for now, he will be my placeholder.
Who are you?
But child, believe you.
We lost your audio.
Oh. Is it just Discord being a jerk?
Maybe. I can hear you. But I cannot hear Cap.
I think it's just Cap's connection.
Because I'm about to get mad and start throwing fireballs.
Try it again.
What is your name?
Child, I believe you know what my name is. Would you like to say it aloud?
Ugdathar?
I have not heard it spoken in many years.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright,
Doesn't
enough
matter.
of this fucking shit. She's gonna cast fireball. She's 10 feet in front of him. She doesn't fucking care. She is going to cast fireball at him. Like,
At him directly.
yep.
You're going to catch yourself in it too.
She is aware.
Okay. Did anybody else move up with Callista?
I would have definitely
Yes.
followed, yes.
Yeah.
For you all pacing in this flying V formation down the bridge.
The geese of death.
Hmm.
You cast the spell. It erupts and engulfs both of you in flame. Go ahead and roll damage.
I did.
How much? Oh, there it is. Okay, go ahead and give yourself a saving throw. You take full damage.
No, I don't. I take half damage. I'm a tiefling.
That's right, Tiefling. It's going to probably catch everybody else, at least more people than just you and him, because they were right behind you.
Dex.
Gillett, due to evasion, you take half.
Mm-hmm.
Jack, you take half.
Dexterity save?
We're gonna call it 18 points of damage. Dexterity saving throw. Okay, you're gonna take 37 points there, Chief.
Jesus.
The raw destructive power of fireball.
Is that
Jack,
18
you should.
points?
Yeah, 18 points of damage, Jack.
Jack, you should be well used to this.
There's just this cacophonous roar of fire. The entire area is lit up, but you can't see. It's this amazing haze of fire. And as the flames roil down, he's standing there completely untouched, head to toe. He kind of fakes brushing something off with his hat.
Cocky.
Please. You should know that would have no effect on me. Your anger is not suiting you. Learn a bit more. Then you can challenge me. Your friend is fine. He will not age. He will not be hungry. He will not want for anything. He has wealth beyond belief. True, he cannot spend it. He is a slave to it. But that was his choice, not mine to make. So, I think I should stop something. And he waves his hand, and the sound of the falling stones kind of comes to a... You look back and see that the castle, the walls, the keep, they're in ruins. But the tower that leads down to where Lucky at stands untouched. As does the southwest tower. And a large portion of the rear wall. And portions of the castle. That will do. Well, they took all of their riches, all of their gold, all of their power, to lock me in that dimension. They kept me trapped there.
And one fool set you free.
Very clever.
It only takes one.
But was he foolish? I mean, he stopped you all from dying. His sacrifice should not be cast out as foolishness, but instead should be lauded for what it was. Well, your conversation and company bore me. I think I shall find something else more fun to do. Bid you adieu until next time we meet. Good luck with any future companions you have. I hope they don't get tricked so easily. Goodbye. And as he takes a step back, he seems to fold in on himself and disappear from scene.
Callista, you really need to warn us when you're gonna do that, please.
That kind of defeats the purpose of a surprise attack. But I apologize. He set free the demon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I should have killed him. Should have just killed Lucky. And then none of this would have happened. None of these dreams would have come to pass.
Your
And-
Annalise is showing through.
Actually, no, that's one of her bonds, is I suffer awful visions of a coming disaster and will do anything to prevent it.
Okay.
She saw this coming and thought she could talk Lucky out of it and was not successful, and is now I should have just killed him.
Yeah, I don't think that would have helped.
So, my lovely, lovely players, you find yourselves once more down a party member.
Yep.
Sacrificed himself to save your lives, but in doing so, released yet something else upon this world. That's twice now that you've released something unspeakable on this world.
You should stop doing that.
No, specifically Lucky.
Yeah.
I'm just so good at it.
Yes. Okay, he's not the only one that the camera's frozen for, is he?
No, his camera's was frozen on mine, and now I just have his placeholder image.
Okay.
I disconnected my camera because I'm no longer here.
Haha.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Being sad.
Yeah, besides being depressed.
Kicking rocks.
We need to get off this mountain, and we need to warn people. We need to tell the Sky Wardens.
We should get back,
Yeah.
figure out how
And then send some sorry sack to come get him.
Alright. Let's get to hiking.
Okay. You spend the next couple of days climbing down out of the steep mountains that you were in. The cold, chilly, almost unbearable at night. Slightly better during the day. You finally make your way down into the fields A low mist hangs over in the mornings, and in the evenings, the skies threaten with rain. In the distance, thunder strikes, or lightning strikes the ground far away from you. You can feel the thunder rumble through your chest. Feels like it's right on top of you, but yet it's very far away. The skies are angry blacks and grays during the daytime, the sun obscured by them. You finally make your way back to the town of Adalar. The people seem sullen, morose. They seem dour. They seem very gray. You were lauded as heroes of the town, given a feast. And now they barely look at you with anything less than disdain. You make your way to the inn.
Is Callista's hat working?
The magical one that he had made for her.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no charges left in it. He didn't remake it. And her other hat is ruined. Well, that was her hat that he was using. Her hat is ruined. She is walking on in full tiefling form right now.
Well,
No.
she's got her hood up and like drawn forward as much as possible.
Okay.
Full gloves, like as much as she can cover is covered.
Covering up as much as you can. Okay. You make your way into the town. Mayor Wainwright is coming out of the tavern. You can see he's got dark circles under his eyes. He looks very tired. He sees you and he gives his best, or does his best to smile at you. Oh. You seem to be down a party member. Where have they gone?
I don't even want to talk about it.
Like, how can I say this without making it sound like we fucking killed?
All right. Nope. There's no need to drag it up if you don't feel like talking about it. Make your way to the tavern. Start your tab. The first one's on me.
Thank
Maybe
you.
you'll find answers to your sorrow in the bottom of a cup. What? Damn good place to start. Well, good luck. I got to be off. I've had some troublesome nights these last few. Good luck, all. And he kind of gives Gillett a pat on the shoulder and kind of waves the rest of you off. He makes his way back towards his towards the mayoral house. You make your way into the tavern.
Yeah.
Make accommodations for the evening. You're gonna sleep out under the stars yet again.
I vote an action.
One for actual bed. I'm pretty sure the rest of you'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Barkeep kind of scrutinizes Callista for a minute, but then just kind of shrugs it off. Says it'll be 6 gold for the lot of you. That's lodging and food for the night. Put you up. Night comes, but it's fitful. The dreams are watching Lucky kind of fall away. Each of you have your own dream of him, and I'll let you do that in your own imagination. For 3 of you, a bit of this rings too close to home yet again as you watched another family member, because that's what you've kind of come to know each other. Slip through your hand. Nothing you can do about it. Taken from your grasp. You're not really sure where to go from here. Sure, do you have a goal? find Ugdithar, fight him. But how? You didn't even know where to begin. And as the gray and black clouds give into starless night, the moonless starless night, that's where we're going to go ahead and call this evening's game. I want to thank everybody. Once again, Maddie, who's playing Callista, Jack playing Yenfear, Steve playing Gillet, Chief playing Arneth, and Ryan, who was playing Lucky. As promised, we were going to be doing a game giveaway. I'm going to give a few minutes to let everybody, if you want to tell your friends, make everybody aware of the situation, anybody who might be interested in getting a game, come on in. Tales of Berseria is a RPG that is almost a journey of self-discovery. The character is very emotionally tied to things. You make decisions based on those, and your outcome is very much dependent on how you sway yourself or how you sway decisions. A great game, really great reviews, but I do have a free copy for that. We're gonna get the bot kicked off. Maddie, Jack, do either one of you guys remember how to do the giveaway bot on the channel? Okay, if not, that's okay.
No.
No.
That's okay.
We'll have to do it the old-fashioned. The saddest. I haven't been this sad since Annalise got sent off prison camp.
Yeah, well, bad things happen to people sometimes. That's the way it goes. And it's not like it was in vain. He had a good decision, he thought, to save you all.
I mean,
the world.
Yeah, but
Yeah, the barrier keeping him there is weakening anyway, and
who knows what might have happened.
Lord knows.
Maybe I know.
Maybe you do.
Maybe I don't.
And maybe we'll see you next week as an apparition of Lucky that just follows us around and incessantly talks at us the entire time.
It makes horrible jokes. It talks about how awesome
Talking skull.
See, what this power has given me is I can now speak.
Yes,
to
he's a
every
talking
gold
skull.
coin that you own. So anytime you go to spend money, I'll be there judging you.
Are you just gonna walk up behind me as I spend gold and just say, "Motherfucker"?
Arneth, what?
Technically
Arneth goes to buy some honey toast and hand the gold over. Lucky's like, "Are you sure? Do you need the extra?"
I'm sure that joke would be hilarious if you weren't cutting it in half.
Fucking fuck!
Yeah, that's probably about what it's at.
I'm gonna just unplug my mic now. Goodbye, everyone.
See you on the flip side. I'm almost done inking this comic. Whee!
Oh my, what are you working on?
Oh, you know.
You
Some
know.
Past traumas of Arneth's life.
Excellent.
yay!
All right, give me just one more second here. Again, like I said, if you have somebody you know that wants to get in on this, let us know. All right.
I'm excited. I have a project to do for this campaign for next week.
Oh?
Oh yeah.
For this campaign?
Yup. Oh come on, Cap. You didn't think you were gonna give me that kind of description and I wasn't gonna write something, did you?
Of course not.
Really? Really?
He does look good. All right. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Let's see.
Man, I hate drawing feet. Hate it. Feet,
Yeah.
shoes, boots, hate them.
Sorry, give me just one more second, guys, and then we will be good to go. Okay. Well, while I am getting the last little bit of this set up so that we can go, I do want to go ahead and remind everyone that we will be doing a Wednesday night. We will have, of course, our Alone in the Void, our sci-fi. Hang on a second here. There's a reason why I want more robots. Robots are good.
What could go wrong? You know, a spoonful of cinnamon.
There we go. Sorry. Full sentences. Full sentences.
Wow.
Speaking is hard.
There it is. Does my numlock not work? Okay, everybody ready? We're going to be doing a keyword giveaway. The keyword is riches. Hold on a second. Go ahead and enter now riches to win the game. Riches, R-I-C-H-E-S. Please enter only one time. Riches. Go ahead and enter that now, please. If anyone enters, anyone, viewer, give away a game. Nobody types anything. That's awesome. I'll just the hell with all of you. Riches. Hey, at least one person.
Good lord.
I don't get it.
I mean, we can always do it next week.
It doesn't matter. I've done it. I've done what, 3 or 4 of these now, and it's like there's no. Hey, there's 2. Could be 2 of you that win.
Yeah, we don't have a very large participation rate.
Yeah, I know. The last few that we had was like had other games to give away. It's like, one person rolls. All right, cool. It's like I know who wins. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably going to be the extent of what we have going on. So.
Oh heck.
All right, riches. And our winner is King of Cold Balls. All right.
For your
All right,
sacrifice.
for your sacrifice.
For your sacrifice this evening, you have won the game. Congratulations.
Sadneskos, do you already have this game and have you already played it? Because I
that
don't want to
V?
steal
Yeah, it is V. It is V.
V.
Get up here then. Don't meow at me.
Does not have, has not played.
I have, and so I would very much like
Don't put me on the spot.
for a not player to be the one who wins.
All right. Well, then I will, through your wonderful sacrifice, I will send that on to.
I will take the place of the person who didn't win and sacrifice myself.
Oh my god, again? Is this just gonna be a reoccurring theme with you?
I'm gonna make a new character, and the first thing he's gonna do is sacrifice himself.
I will cry.
Somebody does just sacrifice.
Not even a full session. Hello, my name is Tim. Ooh, a sword.
You
Falls upon it.
Why did you do that? It must protect you all.
It wasn't doing anything. It was just there. It wasn't even magical. It was a regular sword.
I'm a little bit more confused as to how he just died. He just died. People are usually a little bit more resilient than that.
Congratulations to our winner in winner by proxy. And I will send that to you here in just a second. I want to thank everybody and all my players and everybody who tuned in and watched tonight. Thank you all so much. Again, we will be back on Wednesday with Alone in the Void. If you really want to watch people get all weirded out in space, that's the perfect place to do it. And then we'll be back next Monday with episode 31 of
Foundations of Battlear.
In the meantime, we have all sorts of things going up. We're working on trying to get our YouTube videos edited out. So thank you again to Maddie for kind of organizing all of that for us. And then we will have possibly some other upcoming videos that will star this guy.
Hello.
Did he just
Doing
climb off of your lap and onto your keyboard?
But anyway,
He climbs between my keyboard and.
thank you. As we lose Jack to the cat.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you all for
I'm
tuning
sorry. I
in
gotta pay.
and hanging out with us this evening, having fun with us, and hopefully experiencing a bit of the loss and pain that we experience. Until next time, again, thank you to Maddie, Jack, Steve, Chief, and Ryan. You guys have a great night. We love you all. Until next week. Bye now.